It's week 2 of the National Football League.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni.
It's the Jets and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the 4-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
First play is to the air. That throw finds Coughlin. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On first down, they'll run. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. To throw, Rodgers. He finds the open man there, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Score! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out to the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
I would argue the NFL today is populated with some of the best athletes playing quarterback we have ever seen, and Will fits into that mold. He's big, he's strong, and man, did he have a breakout debut with 4 touchdown passes a year ago in his opener. The challenge was the consistency, and that was for the entire team. He's hoping year 2 and gaining on that rookie experience can help him take that next step.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. That pass complete to Boyd. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 3 on that gain. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has the connection to Ridley.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Mike 5-4. Odd, Mike 5-4.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way was telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Here's Levis. Pass caught by Ridley. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Option design here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Like 54, like 54.
Boyd now in motion left. Levis back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Mike 49.
Here's a toss headed right. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Mike 49. Mike 49.
Tight end in motion left. They'll send him up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish off their opening drive. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Paul running between the tackles. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Play action on 1st down. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Rodgers will look to throw. And the Titans rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. There's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Rodgers. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ridley, the motion man left. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
0.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he works this to the 38 before going now. They get 37 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Right 49.
Boyd will go in motion right. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
From the 34. Connection on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Yeah, Mike 54.
From the 24. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Boyd will go in motion right. They'll try with the wide out. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They give it to him up the middle. And he ticks this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Fulcon now to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And we're all knotted up. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Got a man open, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 22. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 14. Has his man, it's Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running right, here's Pollard. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. It's the Titans with 10 to go still on 2nd down.
Like 54.
Levis setting to throw. Fires over the middle, caught. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
From the red zone now. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Mike 13.
Looking to throw, Levis. This one's caught. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
No. 40 arena.
Sending a receiver left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans get some late points and the lead. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Folk on now to try the point after. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Quick hitter complete. The Jets take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 31. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Rodgers set to pass. Wilson's got it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So now they have 3rd and short.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Rodgers will look to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Now Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. At time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. So that one on the defense and declined, and that brings us to halftime. Let's head to Orlando for our halftime reports and Jonathan Coachman. It's halftime here in Nashville. The Titans giving the fans something to cheer about. They're in front at the break. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all tied.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Make 5-4. On, make 5-4.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Again, a run with Pollard. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll set up the wide receiver screen here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Make 46, make 46.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, he sure made his best effort, but did he manage to keep this one from hitting the ground?
And this is one of the most challenging calls for the replay booth. A number of years ago, Kate, it was fun. I got to go sit at the replay convention. Honest to God, they have them. They have officials conventions, replay conventions, and these complete incompletes can be some of the most difficult to judge.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Fulcon now to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, Well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
To throw is Rodgers. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there. Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job, and this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
To throw, Rodgers. Got a man open, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Catch made. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Hey, this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Good gain here as he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. They'll throw it again. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So now here comes the Titans on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Like 54, like 54.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
2nd and 8. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Option give here. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Like 24.
From the 39. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here we go.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Like 29.
From the 23. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Hey, come on, come on.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah, like 54.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Like 90, like 90.
Looking to throw Levis. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Like 13, like 13.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Gage makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So we're through 3 here. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Play action on first down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
That's brought in by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the 36. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Wilson's got it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
The give here on second. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now Rodgers has it in close, and he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets reduce the lead to just 4. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
54, Mike 54.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on, Mike 90.
Right back to Pollard. Again, he hits the second level. And they finally get to him at the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Mike 0. Mike 0.
Back-to-back carries here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Mike 0. Mike 0.
This time it's a passing play. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans make it a 9-point advantage. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Jets offense now set to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, following his interception, he remains out there. Looks like he got banged up pretty badly on that play. They'll send someone out to look at him. First and 10 from the 41.
Like 54.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go.
49, Mike 49.
Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
And the Jets in the dime for this third down.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Here's 2nd and 7. This one finds Gage. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Rodgers set to pass. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Rodgers will look to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. Rodgers to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. On target to his man Gage. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing now toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Now to throw. It's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. To throw. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets face a 4-point deficit. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And they'll kneel this one down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And they'll kneel it down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down. And he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So this winds up a win for the Titans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.